Hi, this is Tony Elias. Thanks for watching MotoAmerica on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
So here we go, Medallia Superbike race number 2. We're away racing. Ooh, your pole sitter launched the front wheel in the air just a little bit. Is his teammate going to lead into it? No. Like he said yesterday, he knows Cam Peterson is there, and the number 1 plate of Gagne wants to lead the way.
Man, and Josh Herrin got the same start. Him and Beaubier got awful close together as they ran up to turn 2. Beaubier is going to get that position. Escalante also with an incredible start on the Suzuki, Greg, as they roll down into turn 5 on the opening lap.
Down into Charlotte's Web they go for the first time, and it's a trio of Yamahas and a move being made. Oh, and down goes Cameron Peterson. Oh, unfortunately, the fresh and lean progressive Yamaha rider puts it on the deck, and that's going to leave Jake Gagne all by himself with Matthew Skoltz in tow. And look who is in third place. It's the number 2, Josh Herrin on that Warhorse HSBK Racing Ducati. For the moment, looks like there's a lot of competition behind there. There's Cameron Beaubier.
Beaubier went down the inside of Escalante as we saw Cam Peterson crashing. He went down the inside, and Josh Herrin was the benefactor of both, as you're going to see Cam Peterson getting in there a little bit tight. He's going to just tuck the front right behind his teammate there. And just in the background, you can see Beaubier running down the inside of Escalante. Opened up the door for Herrin. He's going to take third, but you can see the front 2 guys already getting away.
So lost the front, and then the rear came around. Here we go on to the front straightaway. That Ducati Panigale V4R versus that BMW. That is a lot of horsepower between the two. Just taking a look at how these two different motorcycles work. On the right part of your screen is the 45-in disappointment for Cameron Peterson after such a great race yesterday. And it looks like Beaubier is going to make a move on Herrin. So there goes the Tytlers Cycles BMW rider. Into third place he goes.
And this is where he was good yesterday. He could get through this left and right a little bit better than Herrin could, but he doesn't have the horsepower that the BMW did, it didn't seem like yesterday, to make the move. As he does it this time, Greg, he goes past Herrin. He gets a good run out of that fast right-hander. He's going to clean his way through this turn where he had problems yesterday, and now he's golden. So hopefully he can start setting off after Cameron Beaubier.
When I talked to Skoltz's crew chief, Ed Sullivan, he said they made some small tweaks after yesterday. They were really surprised that the tire wear was much better than they expected, but they think they found a good balance for setup to help maintain the tire. And when I talked to Matt, he said he was going to be considering tire wear more throughout the race. He said everyone toward the front feels like they have a really similar pace. It looks like he's trying to hold off Beaubier now, but he said he can match pace in the early laps without issue. It's just a matter of staying consistent as the tire wears throughout the race.
But he didn't mind letting the BMW swing out a little bit wide, because what it would do is it'd be able to square the corner off and then pull the trigger on that thing, and it would go past most bikes down this straightaway. He's going to have to be a little bit closer than that to make that happen. As you saw both guys, look at the power of the BMW.
Wow.
Yeah, he just rode right around the outside of Skoltz there.
What a perfect shot provided by Lucas Oil and the Lucas Oil helicopter as to the just how hooked up that BMW is. So there goes Cameron Beaubier into second spot. The amount of information they could possibly get out of this, especially at the pace that these two are running, is going to be beneficial for the team. All the while, Jake Gagne, as you can see the left part of your screen, 4.7 seconds ahead of Cameron Beaubier. So now 5.2. So look at Skoltz. He's fighting for it all. But it looks like Beaubier is going to try to square him up as they come onto the front straightaway. Not in the fight for position is the 45 of Cameron Peterson. Off in the distance, just you saw top of the hill, that's Richie Escalante on that Vision Wheel M4X Star Suzuki. Beaubier, that's the second time he's made a bit of a mistake down into Charlotte's Web.
But look at the horsepower. You know, when you got horsepower, it doesn't hurt you to do some of that, but he did make a big mistake there. And the good thing about Cam Peterson, people will say, oh, why is Cam riding around with these guys? He's in a great spot. He's not going to mess with these two.
That doesn't mean it's necessarily over for Cameron Beaubier, as he is one of the headiest riders that we know. So he's trying to figure out how I can do it, how I can make it work. Here's a battle between a Ducati and a BMW. 99 PJ Jacobsen and number 2 Josh Herrin getting after it. And that is for 5th spot.
And close all year long, as PJ did take a shot at Herrin down into turn 5. I'm sure that will not be the last time that happens. But Herrin is so good on the brakes, and he's got things under control so well under braking. He was able to turn it back up underneath him and get down that next straightaway.
The 2 long straightaways there tend to equalize things. Here goes PJ. He's trying to go up the inside.
He had a great run on him there, and you can see Beaubier now is closed back up. Cam Beaubier gets himself back into the 23s, so 23.9. So sometimes, Greg, you start to feel little things, little bits of movement in different places. He gets really wide, almost into the grass there. You know, it's nice that they actually have added a little bit of extra concrete there for the Indy cars, and the riders here are able to use that to their advantage, because we used to see guys run up on the grass, as P.J. Jacobsen has now made that pass on Josh Herrin. So not sure exactly where he did that, but P.J. is through, and Herrin's going to continue to fight. So they're going to come through turn 2, and we know how good Josh is on the brakes. But again, I think it's a pretty solid ride for P.J. He wasn't exactly thrilled with his performance yesterday, and a lot of spinning and things like that. So talking with him this morning, you know, I think that if he could come out of here with a solid 5th place finish, I think he'd be okay with that.
Here comes the number 1 plate onto the front straightaway as the checkered flag waits. It's Jake Gagne who wins 2 in a row, and here comes the 2. Oh, and they nearly collide.
Wow, that was close.
Going to the line, it looks like that Cameron Beaubier had a great drive and had to back out of it as Schultz was drifting over to the left. They might have collided.
It looked like it was going to get pretty close there, but you can see Cam hand out right off the bat to Schultz, congratulating him on a good ride.